Updated December 2, 2017 161,849. The World Cup draw for Russia 2018, which saw Australia grouped with France, Peru and Denmark, has given the Socceroos their best chance of progression at the tournament since 2006. Australia advanced to the round of 16 in Germany in 2006, but failed to make it out of its group in 2010 or 2014. Group C: France, Australia, Peru, Denmark. The draw itself is so keenly watched around the globe because a side's group can make all the difference to its fortunes, especially for teams below the very top tier. Sure, if you're Brazil or Germany, you are expected to beat whatever is in front of you, but for lower-ranked sides it is beyond helpful if you are matched against a couple of opponents you feel you have at least a chance of defeating. Socceroos schedule in Russia: Australia v France, Kazan Arena, Kazan, Saturday, June 16, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Australia v Denmark, Cosmos Arena, Samara, Friday, June 22, 1 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Australia v Peru, Fished Olympic Stadium, Sochi, Tuesday, June 26, 12 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. A brutal group at the last World Cup in 2014, Spain, Netherlands and Chile, meant there was virtually no chance of progression, and Australian fans had nothing more to hope for other than a few honourable performances. But the Socceroos will be taking a different attitude to Russia. A result against France is not a realistic goal, but Australia should aim for 3 points against Peru and at least a draw against Denmark. That is not going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination. Both those teams will expect to beat the Socceroos, but at least there is hope. Based on FIFA World Rankings, Australia's Group C is actually the toughest of the tournament. France are ranked 9th in the world, Peru 11th and Denmark 12th. The Socceroos are down at number 39, but Peru's ranking especially is inflated due to a quirk in the system that ensures teams that play fewer friendly games are advantaged. Its record away from home in qualifiers was not impressive, winning only 3 of 10 away games. Denmark finished second to Poland in a weak European qualifying group before impressively thumping Ireland in the playoffs thanks to their star man Christian Eriksen. It is a tight, disciplined side that relies heavily on the brilliance of Eriksen, but not well out of Australia's league. If the Socceroos managed to finish second in the group, they would play the winner of Group D, so a date with Lionel Messi's Argentina would likely be the reward. Here is a closer look at the Socceroos' group opponents. Group C: tail of the tape. France are ranking 9. Coach Didier Deschamps, World Cup's 15 best finished champions in 1998, boasting a squad brimming with talent. France is one of the favourites to win the World Cup in Russia. Coach Didier Deschamps has managed Monaco, Juventus and Marseille and captained Les Bleus to glory in 1998. Though a shrewd tactician, his primary task will be to ensure his young playing group remains focused and united. If he can do that, the brilliance of Antoine Griezmann, Anthony Martial and Kylian Mbappé up front can terrorise any side in the world. And if the majestic Paul Pogba fires in midfield, France could well be lifting the trophy on July 13. How to approach the game: the Socceroos should look to limit the damage against France in their opening game. A 20 loss would be a sound result. As we saw in 2014 when Australia began with a 40 loss to Germany, it is extremely difficult to recover from a heavy defeat. Even though they managed 4 points in the group, the same as in 2006, they failed to progress due to goal difference. Australia v France played 4-1W, 1D, 2L. Last meeting was a 60 loss in 2013. Denmark ranking 12. Coach H. Hareide, World Cup's 4 best finish quarter-finals in 1998. Ignore the FIFA rankings. Denmark are nowhere near the 12th best side in the world, but they are still a well-balanced outfit. After a mediocre qualifying campaign, Denmark really turned it on against Ireland in the two-legged playoff, recording an aggregate 51 victory. Eriksen was the architect of that win, with the attacking midfielder bagging a sublime hat-trick in Dublin. The Socceroos will hope they encounter the Denmark who lost to Minnows Montenegro in qualifying rather than the team which tore the Irish apart. How to approach the game: the first task will be to neutralise Eriksen. The number 10 has pace and guile and an eye for goal, but he also links midfield and attack for the Danes. Stop him getting the ball, Mr. Jedinak, looking at you and he cannot hurt you. Beyond that, this is where the lessons of Ange Postecoglou will become all important. Denmark are more than a match for Australia in terms of physicality, height, pace and stamina. The most likely way the Socceroos can gain an advantage is to outpass their European opponents. It will not be easy, but that is what Ange worked on for 4 years, so it will be time to produce the goods. Australia v Denmark played 3-1 W2L. Last meeting was a 20 loss in 2012, PERA ranking 11. Coach Ricardo Gareca World Cup's 4 best finished quarter-finals in 1970 and 1978, surprise qualifiers from the tough South American Confederation via a playoff against New Zealand. Peru can thank coach Ricardo Gareca for their recent regeneration. Gareca has done the hard yards in South America, having managed various club teams across the continent, from his native Argentina to Brazil, since 1996. In short, he knows every coaching trick in the book to get the best out of his sides, though he did say after the draw the Socceroos were a better version of the All Whites, indicating he has some homework to do. A gritty unit, full of sly veterans such as Jefferson Farfan, Peru will be tough to break down but not necessarily great to watch. How to approach the game? It is the Peruvians' first World Cup since 1982, so they will be the less experienced side than the Socceroos in that respect. If the Socceroos are lucky, Peru could already be eliminated by the time the sides meet in the third group game, meaning they would have nothing to play for apart from pride. As always against a canny South American team, the key is to not let them dictate the pace of the game, or get drawn into a battle. This one could be rough and tumble, so Australia will need to keep calm, carry on and focus on the end goal of qualification. Australia v Peru. No previous encounters. Topics: Socceroos, Soccer World Cup, Soccer, Sport, Russian Federation. Australia first posted December 2, 2017 104,651.